And we're back with another episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy VII. I'm your host, Nick Legato. Let's keep moving. See, we finally made it. We sure took the long way, though. No shit, the bridge kind of broke, jackass. I want to see. It'll cost you a peep show. Authorized people are allowed in. This place is full of Shinra's industrial secrets. Okay. Pout, pout. That's what you get for not being important. Alright. Now we're in control. Let's go ahead and head inside. Very similar to, in a very light way, to, oops, I'm going the wrong way here. Oops. Very similar to some of the reactors we saw in town, in Midgard, specifically. Though, as you can see, it's a little, there is a difference. It's not an insane difference, but there is a difference. Okay, let's see. Okay, maybe I was wrong. There is an extreme difference. This is Genova, right? The lock won't open. It won't open. Did you say the magic word? No, that's Jehovah, and it begins with an I. Don't fucking play that game with me. I saw Indiana Jones. This is the reason for the malfunction. This part is broken. Cloud, close the valve. Okay. Closing valve. Boom! We all die. Okay, valve closed. Why did it break? That's a good question. Why did it break? Now I see, Hojo. Listen, I never get you past the same level as Professor Gast. This is a system that condenses and freezes to make energy. That is when it's working correctly. Now that we're condensed. This is starting to get into a little too much technobabble for me. Right, normally. But Hojo put something else in there. Take a look. Alright, well, let's see what he put in there. Look through the window. I'm trying to look through the window. It won't let me. So what's really in here? Hi. It's Mr. Popo. What is that? Normal members of soldiers are humans that have been showered with Mako. They're different from other humans, but still human. Interesting. Some kind of monster? Hojo Shinra that produced these monsters, mutated living organisms produced by negative energy. That's what these monsters really are. All members of soldier, you mean they're different? Oh god. No! It's I! Like them! No! Talk about being pissed. Alright, Sephiroth. Take a laxative, not a laxative. Take a sedative, buddy. Here's some tranquilizers I got earlier. Sephiroth, you're human. Deal with it. Thought I was different from the others. Special in some ways. Special ed. But not like this. No. Not like this. Uh-oh, what is this? Holy crap, it's Kefka! He's breaking out! No, I'm just kidding. That's a terrible joke. Doesn't look like him at all. That's a scary looking thought right there. Almost never to be referenced again. Or will it? We'll find out. Am I human? I don't quite understand what Sephiroth was saying at that time. You don't? He was wondering if he was human. It speaks for itself. He's confused. Socially. Damn Shinra. The more I hear, the more I hate him. I never thought the Mako Reactor held a secret like that. Well, you know. A number of monsters recently. I think we should listen carefully to Cloud. Don't you think so, Brett? Rather than going on about how much you hate the Shinra. Oh. Let's keep talking. And poking his damn nose where it don't belong. Why don't you finish that story? We returned to Nibelheim. Sephiroth confined himself at the inn. He didn't even try to talk to me. He just disappeared, right? We found him inside the biggest building in the Shinra mansion. Shinra used to live in that mansion. What they were doing there, we're not sure. We'll have to find out. So there's something askew. Askew! So let's see what's going on with that. Running. What is this? Okay. So it appears we are inside the Shinra mansion. There's not much that we can really do. So just go ahead and end up over here. So let's go into this room. And we find the secret door! Which leads down a huge flight of stairs. So we'll head down those into the well. The well! Wow, there's bones and everything down here. Looks like whoever was here was not the most kempt of people. Or at least they had lots of secrets. An organism that was apparently dead was found in a 2,000-year-old geological stratum. Professor Gass named this organism Genova. X year, X month, X day. Genova confirmed to be an ancient. Genova project approved. The use of Mako Reactor 1 approved for use. What does this mean? What does it mean? Actually, it's all self-explanatory here. Maybe I'll sum it up for you, or maybe I won't. It's such a commonly played game, I don't really need to do this. Do all this summary crap. I mean, I can give you my perspective on it, and what I think when I hear some of the crap that is being said here. My mother's name is Jehovah. Genova Project. Is this just a coincidence? Professor Gass, why didn't you tell me anything? Why did you die? It's a tough question. Why do we all die? Why can't we live forever? If that were the case, we wouldn't be making Let's Plays, I guess. I don't know. Let me be alone. Let me be alone. Alright, well, we'll let him be alone, I guess. I don't know. And so we leave. Sephiroth didn't come out of the mansion. Wow, look at him go. He continued to read as if he were possessed by something, and not once did the light in the basement go out. Yeah, he was reading. A lot! I guess he just wished there was Cliff Notes so he wouldn't have to read so much. As we're asleep in the mansion here. Ugh. Okay. Let's go ahead and check out outside since there is some very ominous music playing. But nothing outside. Because we gotta check the basement again. Is he still sitting there? You don't say. Well, let's go find out what's different. Maybe he's a monster. Maybe he turned into a woman. You know, he might have wanted to have a sex change. Some people are just like that. You know, albeit, you know, to each his own. Not a big deal. Who is it? Traitor. Traitor? Who you calling a traitor? You ignorant traitor, I'll tell you. This planet originally belonged to the Cetra. Cetra was the like, young people would understand this. The itinerant race. Itinerant race. They would migrate in, settle the planet, and then move on. At the end of their harsh, hard journey, they would find the promised land, the supreme happiness. But those that disliked the journey appeared. Those who stopped their migration built shelters and elected to lead an easier life. The lazy bums. They took that which the Cetra and the which the Cetra and the planet had made without giving back one whit in return. Sounds like most people. Long ago, disaster struck this planet. Your ancestors escaped. They survived because they hid. The planet was saved by sacrificing the Cetra. Etc., etc., etc. Now all that's left of the Cetra is in these reports. What does that have to do with you? You're not a Cetra, are you? Don't you get it? An ancient named Genova was found in the geological stratum of 2,000 years ago. The Genova Project. The Genova Project wanted to produce people with the powers of the ancients. No. The Cetra. I am the one that was produced. Produced? Yes. Yes. Professor Gas, leader of the Genova Project and genius scientist, produced me. Yeah, how did he do that? Did he, like, artificially inseminate you into Genova and pop you out, or what's going on? Uh-oh. Somebody has a mother complex. Well, we're gonna have to go figure out what that's all about. This is probably not going well. Did I smell the scent of crazy? Just a little bit. Well, the Shinra soldiers nowhere to be found. Let's keep moving. Holy crap, it's on fire! That's not cool. Zangan. Hey, it's you. You're still sane, right? Come over here and help me. Don't even know who Zangan is. Well, there's the soldier. So you check the one over there. Okay. Checking house. Checking house. There we go. Not good. Terrible. Sephiroth, this is too terrible. You kill my mother! I kill your face! Some people are about to get chopped down to size here. If that's not pure evil, I don't know what else is. Barbecue. Very famous scene. Very famous scene. Let it haunt you for the rest of your life. Sorry. So, yeah. Crazy has opened up shop inside the mind of Sephiroth here. So we'll have to figure out what that's all about now that we're back at the Nibelheim here. I'm gonna get you, sucker! As we make our way down the chains here. Because we know that the chamber is here. What is this? Father! Papa! Sephiroth! Dun dun dun! Sephiroth did this to you, didn't he? Soldier, Micro Reactor, Shinra, everything. Uh-oh. She's pissed and she's not at that time of the month either. That's terrible. Okay, well, let's move. Genova. Mother, I'm here to see you. Please open this door. How could you do that to Papa and then all the townspeople? Ah! Fail! Whoa! Where's Pwned when you need it? No, not my gumdrop buttons, no! Oh my god. She took a hit. Straight to the cleavage. When I was in trouble, and you're in trouble, that's why I'm here. So we slightly move her out of the way? Maybe kinda sorta? Okay. Alright, let's move. 'Cause we've only just begun to figure it all out. I don't know. What the hell? Deus Ex Machina! You can't take me anywhere. Okay. Okay. My family, my hometown. How could you do this to them? Because I like to kill. Again, Mother, with their superior power, knowledge, and magic, Mother was destined to become the ruler of this planet. Yeah, blow it out your ass, Sephiroth. But they... those worthless creatures... but now I'm here to this, so don't worry. Wow. Definitely got some issues. What the hell? Okay, so that's actually a person. I was wondering about the whole... I don't know. I never understood that whole incident. Why didn't it just leave it like that? Or was it encased in some kind of shrine? I don't know. I am the chosen one. I have been chosen to be the leader of this planet. Orders to take this planet back from the stupid people of the Cetra. People for the Cetra. Wow. Ego. I trusted you. No, you're not the Sephiroth I used to know. No. Yeah, well, you know, shit happens when you party naked. That was definitely very dark. Wait a damn minute, ain't there more? Like, did you kick his ass? Did he kick your ass? How'd you live? With a skill, I couldn't have killed him, yeah. Official records say Sephiroth is dead. I read it in the newspaper. Shinra Inc. owns the paper, so you can't rely on that information. Yeah. If I want to know what happened then. I challenged Sephiroth and lived. Why didn't he kill me? Because you were a girly man. Seems like a lot of this doesn't make sense. Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Well, we saw his sword. What's going on? I'm leaving thinking to you. I ain't smart. Leave me be alone. Alright, so let's get a move on. Oh, brother. Oh, boy. Oh, that's a long... it's a long sequence, so, you know... Connor, I was really sad. I was really sad, too. But I lived because I am a man! I'm a very modern man, living best as I can. What a fascinating story. I read 13. Oh, man. Anyway, now that we're here, let's inspect the cabinet here. As you can see, we can't reach it, so we're going to keep doing it. It takes about 4 or 5 times, and eventually it will come to us. Damn it! Ah! And we get a wonderful Mega Elixir. Something we will not use for a long, long time, but it's a great item, so don't miss out on it. Don't miss out on it. Especially because it's free! We received the PHS. The PHS is pretty much, I think in Japan, they used to call it the, before we called things cell phones, I swear they used to call it like the personal handophone system. But really, it's just a cell phone. You have to remember, this was made back in the day when cell phones were not the most dominant thing for people to have. Not a lot of people had cell phones. You know. And we can use the cell phone out on the open terrain, which we're going to do right now. We're going to go outside. I'm going to make the party I wanted to make in the beginning, but I couldn't because of stupid things working out the way they did. so let's use that PHS. And I believe Red 13 has the other materia in question here. Because we need to get it off of him, because he's not using it right now. Oops. Yeah. You no go. We'll check out Tifa too, just to be on the safe side. Fire all. Cover and sense should be fine. Let's bring Tifa in here. Tifa in here. There we go. And materia. Okay, she's good. Alright, so let's bring Ares back in at this point. Alright, now we can equip them with the proper materia. Let's not take anything in steel. Let's give that to Ares because her attacks are not the strongest. Or we can give it to Cloud. He's killed a whole bunch of enemies already. It's not like he needs to kill more. Whereas other characters kind of need to get their kill ratio up so they can learn new limit breaks. Alright, let's head back into Calm and take care of a few other things on our agenda. Let's go ahead and explore. I think our health is good. Yeah, it should be after that long freaking story. Let's check under here. This should be an ether. Money! Because you notice I haven't really used an ether yet. For the most part. I don't think there's much else in here. Okay, so let's go to the next house. And I'm going to tell you about a really cool thing later. And I learned this from reading in the papers, and, well, not reading the papers, but actually following along in the game lore. And, you know, I like this game a lot, and I wanted to keep in contact with the making of it and all that stuff. This chest is locked, and you can never open it. Now, some people said, okay, only in the Japanese version you can open it, and I think I've played the Japanese version, translated, and it doesn't open in that one either. There's nothing you can do to get it to open. My understanding was that it was originally in the game, but they opted to remove it, and I don't remember why. It's a sub-quest, and if you complete the sub-quest, you open up the you open up that chest. We got a Peacemaker, something we can't use yet. You open up that chest, and then you find out that from opening the chest, you actually will get the Golem materia. It's a summon. Now, you can't get it this early in the game. You have to come back after doing a whole bunch of random side quests and stuff. But there is a lot of people mention there's no Golem materia. And there was a Golem, I believe, materia in Final Fantasy VI, and there was a Golem materia in 5 for sure. So it was just one of the summons that didn't make it into the final cut of the game. For those of you who are wondering about it. For those of you who didn't know about it, you can find this stuff out at any Final Fantasy lore website. It's usually going to have that information. I even think that's where I saw the article released by the makers of Final Fantasy talking about it. Well, so there you go. You learned something new. This time we can finally buy hypers. Yes. 8's probably good. You want to have as many tranquilizers. We'll get even... There. I actually want a few more. We'll pick up another tent. We have no eye drops, so let's pick some of those up. Okay, so we're all good there. Let's go ahead and head back out. Let me see. I'm missing something. I know I'm missing something. Let me come back here. There's that. I knew I missed something. It's like the spiral spare. There's 2 staircases. And I'm like, I thought there was another room you had to go upstairs to. And this has to be it. Yeah, got it. We get a guard source. Guard sources. Where is it? Raises vitality. I am very cautious about these things. Number one, never ever for any reason use these items on Ares. There's no reason to do it. She will be able to take care of herself in due course, of course, okay? So don't give me that crap about you waste. It would be a waste. What you want to do is look at people's vitality and figure out where it is. Usually a good time to start using those items is by endgame. You could use them now if you want, but you have a better idea of who needs the vitality boost by endgame. You just look at the character's vitalities. Whoever has the lowest, give it to them, unless they're in the back row, then they don't really need it so much. So, it's, you know, they're things for you to think about. Okay, so but that's my preference personally. Alright, now we can get Earth Materia for the first time, and we can get Heal Materia as well. If you need another Steel, pick it up. Don't think you would need it. You don't really need another Poison Materia either. Usually 1 and 1 is kind of a good way to go. So let's just do that, and I would put it on, you know, I would equip it as needed. Let's give it to Barrett right now, the Earth Materia here, which teaches, you can see what it teaches on the left side over here. You can see what you can learn from magic by leveling it up. Usually I only put lightning and poison on Cloud. That's all he'll ever need. Fire and Earth is a good way to go here. And as you can see, the cover's going to raise Brett's vitality naturally anyway. And Heal. Teaches Poisona, Isuna, and Resist. Resist is actually pretty cool when you learn it. So this is definitely one on our to-learn list. Alright, so now that we've done that, we don't need, there's no other materia unless you want to have doubles of stuff, which I don't recommend, because you have trouble leveling it up, and it makes your characters weaker the more crap they have on them. There's some upgrades here for Tifa and a couple of people, actually. The Cannonball. I want to say the Cannonball is a close-range weapon, so I wouldn't get it. I wouldn't get it like the other weapon we found. That's why it's not a great upgrade for Barrett, and that's why we're not. Well, it's tough to say, but don't worry about getting anything here. There's no need. We're gonna get better stuff later anyway. So I would just say Full Metal Staff. Oh, jeez. I would just say don't buy any weapons and armor. Save your money. We'll be okay. I promise. We'll do well. Okay. So now that we've done that, I think we're all set. Okay, so yeah, I think we're all good. Let's go ahead and leave town, shall we? As we're out on the open world. We need to go ahead and head to the Mithril Mines. We actually have to, I believe, go this way to get there, as we're thrown into a random battle. Alright, and we're walking. Walking. Another battle. And we're walking. Walking. And you'll see a house over in the distance and some weird markings on the ground. Go straight to the house. That is exactly where we want to be and where we want to go. But while we're down here, well, we'll talk about that in a little bit. Well, while we're here, actually, there's some, yeah, I think it's the moose. I sometimes forget. Ow. Let's kill the Lavricon thingamajig first. Die. Whoa, lag. There we go. Well, no. There we go. Let's see, time to die. Come on, die already. There we go. Now, there's actually a neat little thing we can get here. One of these enemies, these moos, can actually teach us a neat skill. It's called level 4 suicide. And it's used very rarely. So it becomes problematic learning this skill. Usually because, luckily it won't hurt us, by any means, but we do want to learn it at some point. Let's heal, because we need to again. I want to kill off a Moo for sure, because 2 of them is already a pain in the ass. Thank you. Healing wind. Ooh! Tastes like healing. Let me sense this one. And really what we're going to do is just wait. And we're going to lower his HP as best as we can. Okay, his is pretty low. That's as low as it needs to be. So let's just defend. And eventually he will use the skill. It can take a long time. Which is something I'm willing to do. And I don't want to lower his MP either. I want to get hit by this. So, I'm going to wait. Ow. Cure. So once we learn this skill, it'll be good. And it's not hard to get this skill. We're all level 15, 13, and whatnot, so we should be safe from the effect of the attack. All of us. All characters, except maybe Ares. No, Ares is over level 12, so we should be okay. When he decides to use... Here it is. Look at that. Look at that. That worked perfectly, didn't it? Right when I was about to do it. And we learned level 4 suicide. Now, Mr. Creature Thing, you die! Yeah, that can be a tricky one to learn if you're not aware of it. And since we were all immune from it, I didn't really care. And it's not that bad, really. It does a lot of damage, critical damage. It does like 99% of your health. And does 100, and will cast mini on you. So be careful. You don't want to get hit by it unless you want to learn it like I did. So, now we're here at the Chocobo Ranch. Yay! Let's go ahead and head inside, shall we? No, wait a minute. Let's speak to the Chocobo. Which one? I forget which one it is. I think it's this one. Work! Now dance for me, my little children. Not a big fan of their dance. Their dance looks kind of shameful. Shake it, baby, yeah. Shake it, yeah. Shake it to the left, yeah. Shake it to the right. Shake that chocobo booty all night. Okay. Wow, they're really dragging this along, aren't they? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So after doing that, did I get it? I should have gotten it. Yes. We get the Chocobo Mod Materia, a neat piece of materia that teaches Wind Element, and if you put it in a weapon, which I'm going to do now, because that'll help Ares out in the long run here. Elemental and Chocobo. Now, as you notice, it lowers your HP dramatically compared to other skills like Restore. You know, so keep that in mind. As you can see, now her HP is under 300. So, it's something to be weary about. But it's a cool thing, and it's our first piece of summon materia. It actually is the only materia that has 2 skills. And the most common one is just a really it's just a non-elemental attack that has the ability to sometimes cast Stop. But the rare one that happens very, very rarely is called the Fat Chocobo. This non-elemental attack is actually stronger, but you lose the effect of the Stop. It doesn't actually cast Stop. So it is something to keep in mind. Though it's not an insanely big deal, you do want to, keep that in mind. Not that it's a big deal. I mean, because you're not going to use this summon insane amounts of times, or very, very often. I don't remember ever using it very often. But it's definitely something to start leveling up now, as we're finding about the Midgar Zolom. You can actually learn a cool skill from it, but we're going to ignore it. Bottom line. There's a man in a black cape. We know a lot of men in black capes. Yeah, I understand that, old man. I want to use your inn, jackhole. It's cheap. Okay, so now that we've done that anyway, that's kind of what we need to know. So, there you go. Alright, let's go ahead and head to the stables here, the Chocobo stables. There is, and I'll tell you about a strategy about the Zolom a little bit later. I read it somewhere. I think I read it on a FAQ years ago, and it kind of worked. And I was able to do it, but I don't want to waste your guys' time. And in all honesty, we'll come back and get Beta later. Beta is a neat skill, but it's not a big deal. So anyway, we're going to talk about how do we catch one. We want Chocobos, because the Chocobo will allow us to avoid getting attacked by this thing called the Midgar Zolom. I'd prefer not to be caught by it, in all honesty. Okay. Yeah. So here's the deal. We need this thing called a Chocobo lure. Okay. Thanks for sharing. Yes, I do. Yeah. 2,000 gil, huh? We'll take it. Yeah, and we'll buy some greens as well. We don't need to buy anything fancy, just some regular greens will do. I mean, the nicer quality the greens, you know, the better chance of catching a good Chocobo. We'll take an easy 10 here, lowering our gil to almost nothing, but that's fine. We have ethers. We have ethers, we're good. Okay, so now that we've done that, we need to equip this materia on somebody. And since it doesn't affect a stat, actually, except raise luck, which is a good thing, we'll put it on Cloud. I like having Cloud be lucky. You feeling lucky, punk? Yeah. Are you feeling lucky? So anyway, now that we've done that, let's head on out. And anyway, so there it is. We are now ready to cross the marshes, which are right there. And if you look carefully, he's out there. The Midgar Zolom, you can actually see him in the water. There he is, right there, way out to the north. There he is, a giant serpent-like monster. You can try your luck running around him, but you're probably not going to be very successful. The other thing that's going to come up, too, is you need a Chocobo to cross. Now, if you're trying to learn Beta, there's a good strategy for learning Beta. You put everybody in the back row, you equip them all with Sadness, and there's some other thing, too. And I forget what it is that you can do, but, you know, but you need the elemental materia in order to even do it. So if you don't even have that, you're not going to be able to do it. Bottom line, you can't do it without it. And that's really the deciding thing. I forget the element. I think it's a poison element. The poison materia needs to be with the elemental materia. Put everybody in the back row, you weaken it dramatically. You also have to put some kind of item on him too. Anyway, after all of that is said and done, once you fight him, you can actually learn it. So, and then you finish him off, and only one character will be standing once you finish him off. Usually it's Cloud. And once that battle is won, you will learn Beta, which is insanely strong this early in the game. Honestly, you don't need it. You don't need something that insanely unbalanced this early on. If you want to get it, you look up a strategy and do it. This Let's Play is more about fun and story and good stuff like that, so I'm not going to bother with it. We are going to come back later and get it, but we're not going to do it now. So anyway, on the next episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy VII, getting another enemy skill that is not provided by the Midgar Zolom, learning how to ride Chocobos, and following the Man in Black. We'll see you then.